to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Our first action this evening, do you need to talk about this before we even?
No, I know that I can, just to help frame the actions that will be happening, of course, the board knows and the community is aware that last month was the last board meeting for board member Rob Chalice. He is here tonight, which we are grateful for. One of the actions that needs to happen, as you all know, Rob is now an employee of Beech Grove City Schools, and so he needed to transition off the board. The board actually has to act to accept his resignation, and that's your first action this evening. And then we will move into, the board has engaged in a process of soliciting and accepting application and ultimately interviewing for a new board member. And tonight we get to, the board gets to appoint our new school board member for Beech Grove City Schools. But the first action needs to be the actual acceptance of the resignation of Rob, and then we move into the acceptance of Madison as your new board member. That includes the oath of office. Got it right there right now, and
Okay.
for this meeting, and we can change however you would like. Great.
I like it.
Oh, well, we will do our best.
Okay.
Well, next time, for sure.
Sadly, we need a motion to approve the resignation of Rob Chalice.
I move we approve the resignation of Rob Chalice from the
Ben?
school's board of trustees.
We'll second that, please.
I'll second.
Tara, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And then we need to make a motion. Do we do this before she takes oath?
Yes.
Okay, we need to make a motion to approve the appointment of Madison West to the Beech Grove City School Board.
I will make said
I
motion.
move we approve Madison West.
Tara already did that. Beth,
Okay,
do you want a
sorry.
second? Beth, do you want a second?
Yes.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, the administration of office.
Very good. So thank you, Kathy Comodo. Kathy is our notary, and she is entrusted to deliver the oath of office. So Madison, we would ask for you to come on up to the podium. And Kathy will state the oath of office, and then she will memorialize all of the paperwork as she is the notary.
I, Madison West,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America
and the Constitution of the State of Indiana
and the Constitution of the State of Indiana
and the laws of the United States
and the laws of the United States
and the State of Indiana.
and the State of Indiana.
I will faithfully execute the duties of my office
I will faithfully execute the duties of my office
as a member of the governing body,
as a member of this governing body.
so help me God.
So help me God. Thank you.
We were thinking that we would have a new board picture taken after the conclusion of the meeting tonight, so we can get this memorialized on the website. But Madison, you're welcome to take your seat, and we will have a nameplate for you next month, we promise.
Can she get a picture with her family before they leave?
Okay, very good.
Sorry. Can she get a picture with her family before they leave?
Of course.
Why don't we do it now?
Yeah, sorry to take time, but
Would you guys like to get a picture with Madison?
before you go,
With the family, would you like to get a picture with Madison?
Jill's gonna move over tonight. So we're gonna have you right here, Madison.
Sorry.
don't hit your board.
No, I just knew we needed the one.
Hi, how are you? Yes, I'm more than happy to sit. I've sat on every side now, so there we go.
Bye, guys. Thank you for
keep this at 10 minutes. So I'm going to time myself. Those of you that know me know I can go off the rails and talk a lot, and I can talk quickly. So I will do my best on this one. So this is just a snapshot, and what I've realized is, April, I don't know if you were here the last time I presented, and I know that obviously Madison has not been. So please reach out to me, because I'm going to kind of go through things quickly that might, you know, you might understand the background on a few things. But in 10 minutes, it's almost impossible. So we're going to go through this. I'm going to quickly go over Parent Square, the Hornet Blast, the website, and a couple other programs and initiatives right now. Parent Square. What is important about Parent Square is it is our one unified communication platform that keeps us connected, informed, and engaged. It took a little bit of there were a few pain points in the very beginning, because those of you that were parents or were in the school system knew that athletics had a couple different ones, some teachers had some different ones, and so parents were having a lot of different apps and communication. We believe that we've got this streamlined, at least as the best that we can. And I just want to show a couple highlights of what we have. I will send this slideshow, by the way, to you. These are what goes through. I don't need to read it all right now, but the most important thing, again, it's a united platform where all school communications. It replaces all apps and systems. Two-way communication, posts, alerts. All right, new data for the 25-26 year. And I'm going to compare this in the next slide to the year before. This year, there were about 6,400 posts. In the next slide, I'll show you what a post looks like, but think of it as a Facebook post almost. But it is to a specific school, classroom. This one, 152,453 direct messages. Direct message could be just to that child's classroom. It could be to the parent directly. Alerts, most of you will probably have all those alerts, whether it's a catalytic converter or it's snow, whatever. Auto notices is done differently. You can see, as a school system, Beech Grove City Schools, we don't do that like overall, but the high school, attendance, fees, some different things are those. Every school's different on that, but I'm not going to get into that right now. What I really want to show you is the difference. 1 year ago today, there was 2,800 posts compared to our 6,400. A year ago, 63,000 compared to 152,000. And if we can look later at, the high school is leading. This isn't a contest, though. When I say leading, you have athletics, you have some more things, and I will say the high school also has Student Square that your primaries don't have, so their students are getting that. Again, I would love to ever sit down with anyone and kind of go over all the details of this. To show you, there's a post, and I just took a screenshot of it that day. We sent out the free breakfast and lunch information. Underneath that was our community conversation the day I did that. The arrow points to the question mark. I feel like I'm shaking, but I'm not. It's nothing. The arrow points to the question mark. If you ever have, or if anyone that's listening, if you ever have you're stuck for whatever reason, you're confused, that question mark leads to, if you see when you do the drop-down menu, not only help articles and training, you can email Parent Square. The chat is phenomenal. It's a real human. It's not AI. And sometimes it'll say you have a 2-minute wait, but it's that, and then they'll call, and you can call. And they will answer your question. I've asked what I would consider dumb questions. They're very kind on there. And that's what it looks like if you go to some of the articles and some of the training. All right. Oh no, what did I do? Okay, good. Hornet Blast. Most of you have seen that. What I wanted to highlight, it is every 2 weeks. The summer is slightly different. It does get sent out often. It gets penned, it goes in Parent Square. but we just keep adding information. So that's slightly different. Throughout the school year, you're getting new information every couple weeks. Here's what I mean by adding new information. It's a one-stop shop right now for back to school. You have all the back to school nights, registration days. If you haven't registered, there's links. Each of those buttons, those are links. You click there, you're going to get the school supply list, photos, registration. There's more, I just took a screenshot. You've got community happenings. We're listing the summer music series. We're listing some of those. Got that. All those are links, right? And that was taken, I think I did that screenshot a little before I had left for Virginia, but we've now got the 2026 referendum that link on there. There's a couple more on there, but those are all direct resources. Contact us, district event calendar. What I've loved to see from the community, sometimes on our community pages, so we get screenshots of this. And so people like, where are the school supply lists, where these are here. Tech help, Parent Square help, Chartwells. It has a lot to it. Always taking suggestions of, of high-flying, questions that are out there. All right, going to the website. Website has a lot. I want to highlight just a few things. A couple new buttons, features. I can't remember exactly from last year. There's a whole new row at the top. Registration, Parent Square. We did this based on feedback from one of our committees with our strategic team. And they said one of the things at the high school that they were finding is parents would come in, they couldn't find how to get on Parent Square or Skyward. It was on the website. But because it was a repeated concern, we listened and we put it on the top. And the counselors really appreciated that. New financial transparency portal, as well as my glasses aren't on, but the 2026 operating referendum information. And as you also note, Contact Us button at the top. Contact Us stays. What I like about this, if you go back, you see one page, but you flip, you scroll, you're still going to see for students, for parents, for staff, Contact Us. Our goal was to try to find places where they could reach out to us all over the website, and I think there's 5 places. For example, they could click on the Contact Us at the top, or you scroll to the bottom, there's a form. What's your question? What are your concerns? There's the bottom left picture shows the drop down. What department? If they don't know, there's an other. Also, if you see an arrow, there's part of the chat feature. Last year, I had 5, and this is what I counted. I hope I didn't lose any. 544 website Contact Us submissions. What that means is 544 emails to me with questions such as, where's the supply list for the high school? I need my final transcript to send to college I'm attending. Some different questions, and then it comes through with their name, email, phone number, their concern. I try as much as I can to keep it off Steph's desk, to keep it off the secretaries, the principals. I try to answer these questions. There's a lot of times I'm just forwarding because I can't answer those questions, but the more families can feel free to find different ways to reach out without having to make a phone call, so it's a great way to do that. If I don't know the answer, I still reach out and say thank you. Well, if it's sometimes there's discipline concerns. There's a lot of private information, so I don't share that. There's a lot of private information, and I've blacked out some of that. But I will say thank you for your concern. I will forward this to the school. You will get contacted within 48 hours. Please let me know if you do not. I can't even tell you on a hand how many people have reached back out and said no one has contacted them. Our principals, our secretaries are in, they understand this, and it's been great. This is the chat feature. So I just want to kind of show you with the chats what comes on my end, what I see. I don't respond to the chat. That is an AI bot. But what I do is I read every one of those because it is telling me what the questions are and what we need to address. Some things are, so for the one up there, I thought, I literally just kind of grabbed one out, but it said something about HR. It wasn't very clear. it immediately gave Renee Seacat, Brian Garman's email, contact them if you're HR. If they do it in a different language, the chat will respond in that language. So that's what I see. And it's nice to say, oh, here's all the questions, here's a pattern. If there's a pattern, we try to react. These are just different things, what the website looks like. I would love for you guys to look through it sometimes. It's not perfect. Things change, links die for whatever reason. We are constantly working on it, but we hope that we are making it better with feedback. Last thing on the website, we have now 3 places on the front page of the website to access the calendar. It tends to be, you can scroll down, and the other thing is now, when you click on the events, it's downloadable, so you can actually add it to your Google, Gmail, Outlook. There's a whole list that you can add it to it right from there. You don't have to type it in. You can download the whole thing. Mr. Shanahan worked on he did a great job working on cleaning up the events calendar for sports. The website was having the middle school sports and the high school, and it was kind of clogging it up. So you would have long lists. So we have the events calendar on the website for sports. We're trying to keep this as much as we can, just activities. But this is the sports calendar, by the way, that I have shown you. So there's 2 different ones on there. Then these next slides are just some of the things we've done this year. In addition to these, we had our Thanksgiving dinner, one of my favorite photos ever. I don't know what of that. Community night. Dr. Hammock, I forgot the number. Did we not say there's about 400 to 500 plates that
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it was a little bit over 500.
Yeah.
It was all said and done.
ended up being a gorgeous night.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
Great turnout.
Great advocacy. Our educators came out. It was wonderful. We had representation from every single school, just there to support our families. We go to recruitment fairs. The orange and black looks great, by the way. Recruitment fairs. We honor our educators through Heart of Heroes. Oops, our BG Connect. I didn't have great photos. BG Community Connect, though, we have our community members who really pour into them. Just to, they educate. It's our second year, going to our third year of this program. And of course, our Teachers of the Year. We just got off that. Recognize one of those, Caitlin and Carrie, and they will be going on to the state process. This does have links to these videos, but a lot of you have seen our video work, our one word. We just had a great one with our Main Street. There you can see bottom right. Bless her heart. I was part of that day. She was so authentically just joy. It was really neat. Literally everyone was just tearing because she just started crying. And it doesn't really reflect in the video, but there are more videos to come. Hopefully we'll get some of that on there. And then there's a new one that we haven't. So, Julie, I went over about 3 minutes. So I'm really sorry, but do you have any questions? And I apologize for speaking quickly.
Quick question.
Right, yeah.
Is there a metric on engagement with the new Parent Square communications over the last year? Is there improved reading? Does somebody actually go through all of the posts?
That is a great question. So our biggest jump, Ryan, was from the first year to last year, and it went from 70. So I can look at it and send it to you to 99.2%. Right now it's 99.5%. So I didn't really highlight it because the mobile app is the one we're really pushing. It went up about, I want to say 8%. I would love to still get people on the mobile app because I feel like it's a great way to also receive that information, but we are thrilled with it. There's actually a screenshot that I had that said, you are doing better than 99 whatever of school districts. We are very engaged, and I would give that credit to our secretaries at our schools who have really helped, and they've dug in and really made sure everyone gets signed up.
That's great.
It's great, yeah, it's great. Now, do they use it, I don't know, but they're signed up, they're receiving it, it's saying delivered, and it's saying opened, right? That's about what.
If you're using the app, what do you look up? Is it Beech Grove City Schools Parent Square? Is it just Parent Square? What are you
No, it's
looking
just
up?
Parent Square.
Okay.
You've had the app, Steph.
Yeah.
And they've,
Okay. Okay.
they've improved greatly. The concern for a while were some of our educators who have children in different school districts, that they have Parent Square, and then they have Parent Square as an educator. And so they tried to make that easier, because you were having to kind of go back and forth between each other. Yeah. Honestly, I know Parent Square from an admin end, but it would be really interesting to hear sometime from our principals. I know they've had great things to say. They really do understand it. And I believe these auto notices, and Ryan Morgan, Donna Webster at the middle school dug in first on that from what I understand, and they said it's great. They're sending out progress reports, they're sending out things. April, I don't know if you've been part of that. Did they do that last year? Your kid, she's 2, Allie's 2.
No, she's,
Yeah.
she's not high
She's too
school.
old for that, yeah.
But I do get the middle school
You
stuff
still do,
too,
okay.
because I coach there,
Yeah,
so.
sure.
I will say one of the things as a parent that has the app, when your child moves from school to school, so JoJo went from Corner Park to South Grove, I still get all of Corner Park's updates even though I don't have students in that school. Sometimes that's a little confusing because I think they are pertinent to South Grove when they're actually Corner Park. I know now the difference because of the principals' names or who posts them, but as someone that has 2 kids coming into the school now, so I'll have one in each, I am curious to see how that works out.
Yeah,
Because
let
right
me
now-
know. I haven't heard that before.
Right now,
We
I
need to
can
look into that.
only see
Yeah.
That's a feature.
Jocelyn's profile. I can't even look at anything for Lucy. I know school isn't starting.
Yeah,
so
they
I
don't,
can't
it's
wait.
not, it won't be set up until, so, I'm glad you said that. Skyward and Parent Square, so Parent Square syncs with Skyward. If something is wrong in Parent Square, I don't want to say it's not Parent Square's fault, but what do we, I don't, 99.7%, it syncs with Skyward at 1 a.m. And so it will take all that information, but Skyward needs to be fixed on that end. I'm wondering if sometimes posts are posted, you can post to Beech Grove City Schools, which will include, which all schools will get that, or you can post just to Hornet Park, just to South Grove.
I think the other complication though too is, being a part of the PTO, I have access to every school.
That's why.
Yeah, so,
That's
but on my husband's point of view, he still has Hornet Park and South Grove just for Jocelyn. So he's gonna be my test case for Lucy.
Yeah, Madison, if you would check that for me and let me know, I'd be very curious, because I do believe, like, as an admin, we do, and if you have access on a PTO, you are going to receive all of them.
Yes. Okay, I got it. I'll make sure.
They should be different colors.
They are, and that's how I've trained myself at least to understand that it's not something I need to look at. But it took me a hot second to figure it out.
Yes, and I'm sure you're not alone, obviously people that have different kids, but yeah, use him as a guinea pig and let me know.
He's a test subject.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
you can only see one school at a time. Like, you can toggle between those 2 schools, but you can't, unless, if you say all, then it's gonna show you all, but you can just choose one school.
I have the ability to choose too, so for example, Jocelyn's in after-school care, so I have a YMCA login for her, and then I can also go and select her for 2nd grade, then South Grove. It's like there's multiple options just for her, so I'm not sure if it'll mimic the same for a second student in the school district, or what that looks like yet.
Yeah.
So, I'm the first of all my friends to have multiple kids in school at the same time, so I'm trying to figure that out.
Well, you'll be the first one I know that does the PTO, because, all that's fairly new, and the access has been fairly new. So, let me
Okay.
know, 'cause we can probably tweak that on our end if it gets too
Okay.
much for you.
La-
Anybody else?
Last question.
No, you're fine.
If someone from the community that does not have kids in our school wants to follow us, get more information, what's the best way?
So there is a button, and I don't have it screenshotted, in the Hornet Blast that it says, follow, that you can follow, and parents, if they sign up for that, Parent Square notifications will go to them if I choose. So let me go back, that was very confusing. I have a list called Hornet Community, or Hornet Blast Community. We have a button to sign up, and you would receive all posts that were also pertinent to the community, right? We don't have the ability for, let's say, Mr. Adamson sent something out that says ice cream in the cafeteria tomorrow. We don't have that. But when we have the things like Join Us for Community Night, Veterans Memorial Ceremony, which is coming up, that will get blasted out. In the Hornet Blast, Dr. Hammock has a place also that says, would you like more information? If you sign up there, I also put it in that Hornet Blast community list. But it's a good reminder for me to push that out again, probably on Facebook or as a button on our website to have people to be able to see that.
Thank you.
Facebook, yeah. And right now on Facebook, we have pinned, you can pin at the top, the community meetings and the Hornet Blast Summer Edition as well. So that's kind of helpful sometimes people go back. It's been, there's been pain points, but I feel like we're starting to get that, the transparency is what we want. We have every principal's, every district administrator's email on there. We want people to reach out that way. We have the Contact Us button. We have, on 4 different pages, I believe. We want to have that information. We want to answer questions. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Missy.
Thanks, Drew.
Brian, your turn.
Okay. So a couple things, requesting the board's approval for the personnel report from June 12th, 2026 through July 7th of 2026, and then also just some updates. We have quite a few current openings that I had listed here. I'm happy to say that we have that whittled down to, I think, 5. So the principals have been very busy, which is the first bullet point that I have here in the personnel section. Just the work that they've been doing to get positions filled. We've had a little larger number of turnover this year than we've had in the last couple of years. So I feel like we've really been able to fill the positions with some really high quality candidates. I think they're really pleased with the hiring so far, and we have, like I said, about 5 to go, provided we don't have any additional last minute resignations. It's just so common now to have those, especially in an area like this where there's so many school corporations, so you get a lot of movement during the summertime. New teacher orientation is scheduled for next Thursday, July 23rd. We're really excited to welcome all of our new teachers, and that's a great day for them to really learn about Beech Grove City Schools, about Dr. Hammock speaks. We have just a litany of different things that we talk about, and then that's in the morning, and then the afternoon they go to the building, and each building then has their own building level orientation. So it's really a great day. I want to invite all the board members, if you are interested in coming and join us for lunch. It's at 11:15. Feel free to come join us and eat with the new teachers if you would like. Chartwell's will cater that. I think it's going to be a pasta bar again this year, so if you're interested, please come and join us.
Did you say 11:15 or?
11:15. Yep. Just a couple other updates from a school safety standpoint. We are still working on proposals for some improvements to our transportation lot safety and security. So we've gotten 6 proposals, and we have a committee of people who have already went through all those proposals. We did a really comprehensive look at all of the pros and cons, and we kind of have that narrowed down a little bit now, and we're going to meet again next Tuesday with a few of the companies to follow up and another presentation. Basically, we're looking at upgrades that would provide us with some 24/7 monitoring, so that if somebody breaches our perimeter, we would know that, and there's a few ways you can set that up. They would notify not only the school corporation, but also notify local police if they believe that it is a threat, like we had obviously with the break-in that resulted in catalytic converters being stolen. So it's unfortunate that we have to look at increasing our security, but it's something that we're going to need to do. We can't have that happen again, obviously, and it would have been a major disruption if it hadn't happened kind of at the timing that it did, and thankful for Warren Township for helping us out. So I'll keep you updated on that, and Dr. Hammock is involved in that, but she'll be really involved when we get ready to make a proposal to her for kind of who we think is providing us with the best security system at the best price. Food service, we are entering our last year of our CEP, so that means that free breakfast and lunch is provided again for this school year for all students, and again, that is a part of the federal program. That is something that if you have a high enough poverty rate, then your reimbursement rate essentially pays for all of the breakfast and lunch for students. We will have to recertify next year, so we'll just have to see where those numbers are. Once you certify, we had a really great reimbursement rate. Once you recertify, or once you run a 4-year course, then you have to recertify, and then it depends on where your numbers fall. So we'll have to see, but it's really nice to offer that again to our parents this year, free breakfast and lunch. And then just finally, just a little bit on from the facility standpoint, we're involved in an energy audit with Schmidt and Associates, and it's kind of done through AES. So Schmidt and Associates will come in and take a look at all of your HVAC systems. They will help us understand how we can get better efficiency from all of our systems. So they're experts in this. It's no cost to us whatsoever. AES pays them to do this because they're interested in the energy savings. So we went through a really comprehensive audit of all of this. And so it involves maximizing the efficiencies, tweaking our schedules. A lot of credit to Dale and Brent, who were part of that process with me along the way. For as many hours as we put in it, it was well worth it. You can see so when you're done, you plug all this into AES, they have a calculator, and then they will calculate how much you're going to save energy savings. And you can see that they're estimating that we will save $152,000 a year as a result of this. So it was a really worthwhile endeavor, and probably something that ought to be done, every 3 years or so, is just to kind of make sure, because what tends to happen is people request a change or request an alteration to your systems or whatever, and then next thing you know, your schedules are off. But some of it was just simply maximizing the efficiencies of the systems that we currently have. So really happy for that. It's a nice chunk of money that they estimate that we will save annually.
Does anybody have any questions for Brian? Okay, so we need a motion to approve the employment recommendations.
So moved.
Jill? I'll second. April? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And then we need to, okay, I think I'm gonna put all these together. Does anybody care about that? So could we get a motion to approve, well, I'll do this separate, the 2026-2027 Beech Grove City School Classified Handbook.
I'll make said motion.
Tara? I'll second. Beth, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, then I'd like to make a motion to approve the 2026-2027 Hornet Park Elementary Handbook, South Grove Elementary Handbook, Central Intermediate Handbook, Beech Grove Middle School Handbook, and the Beech Grove High School Student Handbook. Is that okay with everybody?
Yes.
Who would make a motion for that, please?
I'll make the motion to approve the handbooks for the
Brian?
individual schools.
Second?
I'll second.
Tara, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
Excellent. Well, we just have a few actions from the perspective of Julie and I. First off, this is always just the kickoff of one of our favorite times of the year, which is our formal budget adoption process. Tonight, all that we are asking permission from the board is to advertise the 2027 budget. And Julie will talk through the timeline of what the budget will look like.
Could we get a motion to advertise that, please?
I move to advertise the 2027 budget.
Jill? Second. Beth, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
Good. We do have Neola board policies, volume 38, number 2. There is one policy Mr. Downer brought our attention to that does need to be clarified. I promise that I will follow that updated policy with you all after we get legal counsel's opinion on which of an option is selected. But the rest of the policies are ready to go with volume 38, number 2.
Can we conditionally approve that today so that whichever is selected, because there's two options, it says select one, both are selected currently, so can we just say whichever is selected by Dr. Hammock, we can move forward with?
Yes. Great.
Is that acceptable to everybody?
Well, which one is it? What is it?
I'm asking, everybody okay with it?
It's concerning the presentation of, not subpoenas, warrants, whether it's a judicial warrant or a different type of warrant, and it says choose one, there's an option under the two. So they decided to have Michelle Cooper take a look at it and advise.
Do you want to hold off and approve, or?
I mean, we have to adopt the changes at some point, so I'm okay with moving forward as long as one of them is selected. I think we understand which one we think is supposed to be it, but we needed to verify that that's the direction to go.
Which we know Dr. Hannick would take care of.
Yeah.
We're happy to do that.
I'm
Okay.
comfortable with making conditional approval.
Okay.
But
So could we get a motion to adopt that Neola board policy?
I'll make the motion with the addition of, conditionally approving after the selection is made for the one section on federal law enforcement.
Well, then do you want to wait until she chooses to make sure, because this is so now we're on a conditional approval, so it's really not approved because she hasn't done it yet.
Well, do we need to have it improved by the start of school? I guess that's the big question.
There are very timely policies included in the volume.
So then how we should approve it is, we'll approve the policies with the exception of
Policy.
Okay, that's
whatever policy number that is.
Number is that? That's a good act. That's a great recommendation, Jill.
And then
And then
to be finalized.
The policy number is PO 5540. It's called the Schools and Law Enforcement Agencies.
Okay.
So I will make the motion to approve the recommendations from Neola with the exception of PO 5540.
There you go.
I'll second.
Sarah, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, do you want to talk about the administrative contract?
You bet. So annually, the board is asked to approve the administrator contract renewals. Really important to understand, this is nothing related to salary or compensation. Rather, the board needs to annually act on the renewal of the administrator contracts so that their new set of years is deployed. This is an annual action, but again, nothing has changed as far as compensation is concerned.
It's just like renewing everybody else's contract.
That's right.
Can we get a motion to approve those administrator contracts, please?
I move. I'll second it.
Beth and Jill, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
And this is a request to authorize Rob Chalice as our Beech Grove City Schools Attendance and School Safety Coordinator to carry a firearm while performing official duties in accordance with our Beech Grove City Schools School Board Policy 4217 and all applicable state laws and required training. Which just asks for your approval of the same.
Can I just real quick ask for the clarifications that are surrounding this, because this is a topic I think that deserves a little bit of clarification. My understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that this is allowing Rob to do this off of school property. Is that right? So I just want to verify that that is the correct understanding.
Yes, so this particular role will require that this position, Rob, will be in the field. And during that time, many times might not be, in fact, likely will not be with the school resource officer. And therefore, we were very concerned, to ensure safety out in the field, that this would be an added safety measure for this role.
Okay.
Specific to being out in the field.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Everybody okay to approve approve that motion then for Rob? Yes?
Yeah.
Make a motion to authorize Rob.
I'll make said motion.
Tara? Also. April, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
I don't think Julie went through the timeline.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't think Julie went through the timeline.
You didn't go through the timeline. Did you want to?
I can. It's very short. So we will have the public hearing at the September meeting where I will be presenting the budget. And then in the October meeting is the budget adoption where it gets approved. And then in December, we get approval from the DLGF when we get our 1782 notice. So very short.
Okay. Thank you. Could we make a motion to approve the minutes and the claims for June?
I'll make said motion.
Tara?
Second.
April? Oh,
No,
Jill?
it's Jill.
Sorry. Jill,
Excuse me.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, and we have one field trip, right? And one fundraiser, was that right? Did I read it correctly? Could we get a motion to approve both of those?
I move that we approve the fundraiser and field trip.
I'll second.
Kara, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Community reports. Do we want to go around? Have you been to C9?
Yeah, so we met this last week at C9 and looked at the preliminary billing for each school that was released. I don't know if you received that yet, but yeah, it goes down a little bit from last year based on enrollment number. And we also looked at the budget for the school year based on both the high school and adult education. No other major updates from C9.
No updates from Parks this month. There's a few summer concerts left in Saratoga.
I think Alumni Association, I didn't get to go to this past meeting, but I understand it was uneventful, so same here, I think it's summertime. Education Foundation, not yet. I think that's it, right? Okay.
Sorry, can I ask a question?
Sure.
So those are the only community folks that you heard that representative to this board?
No.
There's a larger list, but not everything is attended every month. Education Foundation is quarterly, so we talk about them as we have meetings or something happens. Okay. And then there's a couple legislative groups and things like that. We'll give you a list.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I think there's currently, Rob's position on RDC is not filled, so that's something to maybe talk about later. This is about.
We'll probably talk about that. We can talk about that in the next, this
Okay.
following meeting, or we may want to wait,
Yeah.
do it, anybody else? Anything
I'd like
else?
to officially welcome Madison to the board of school board of trustees. So glad to have you and look forward to working with you.
Anything else? Okay, could I get a motion to adjourn the meeting then?
So moved.
All right,
I'll second.
Kara, all in favor?
Aye.